coming to you from FBA at Shannon Forest, studio number 402. This is Crusader Network News.
Good morning, Crusaders. I'm Mary Hannah.
And I'm Steven. It's Thursday, January 19th, 2023. Here's your news from around the school.
This week has been Spirit Week, which leads up to the homecoming events this weekend.
To help celebrate Spirit Week, lower school students can wear their school spirit attire tomorrow, Friday, January 20th. We will all be heading over to the homecoming pep rally tomorrow afternoon.
That's going to be a lot of fun. There are basketball games starting at 4 p.m. tomorrow, and the homecoming court will follow the varsity men's game, which starts at 6:30 p.m.
Come out and support our Crusaders. Now on to more school news. The 100th day of school is on Tuesday, January 31st.
Here's Dr. Graham with some details about that day.
Hi, boys and girls. Do you remember a long time ago when we celebrated our 50th day of school and we had our sock hop? Well, guess what? It's almost time for our 100th day of school. On January 31st, it will be our 100th day of school, and guess what? We are going to celebrate. What I want all of you to do is dress up like you're 100 years old. I have a gray wig that I'm gonna wear, and I bet you guys can be creative and think of some things that you can wear to make yourselves look like you're 100. We're gonna have lots of fun activities in the classroom. If you have gym that day, you might be asked to do 100 push-ups, maybe. And I'm gonna give you a special treat during lunch, so looking forward to that. Guess what else we're gonna do? What I'm challenging you to do is to gather 100 items as a class. So third grade, 100 items. Second grade, 100 items. In every class to do that, like canned goods or bags of rice, things that we can give to a shelter, a food shelter, somewhere in our local community to help out those who are having needs with food. So if we can do that, that's my challenge for each grade, to collect 100 items, and we'll collect them on January 30th and the 31st. So the idea is by the 100th day for us to have 100 items per grade that we can celebrate and share with our local food bank. So I bet you can do it.
Thanks, Dr. Graham. That's going to be pretty fun, wishing up like we're 100 years old.
I can't wait to see all the cool costumes.
We have several students that have been preparing all year for the Battle of the Books competition.
Juniors Megan McGovern and Elizabeth Spicer have been working hard with these students to make sure that they were ready for the competition that took place this past Tuesday.
Here they are to tell us just how the Battle of the Books works.
Hi, I'm Megan. I'm in grade 11 across the street.
I'm Lizzie, and I'm also in grade 11 across the street.
And we are on the Battle of the Books team. We're the coaches, and we've been working since September to get ready for the competition. So we'll see how it goes.
No.
All right.
Pay attention.
In what book has the prince been missing for 4 years? Talk.
The False Prince by Nielsen.
That is correct.
Yay! Just give us 2 points.
In what book does the main character break into a family safe and find the information for an FBI agent? You have 10 seconds.
Okay, Ruby Hollow by Creech.
That is incorrect.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we've been preparing them, all the kids here, for the big competition, and they had a list of 20 books, and they all chose books off the list, and they've been reading them, and they've been learning all about these books, and they're going to be answering questions about them in the competition.
What? Okay, in what book does the main character run away to avoid a forced marriage?
Oh! Tell her!
Stealing with Dragons by me.
That is correct.
For Battle of the Books, I've been reading several books, but one of my favorites is Snow Treasure.
I've read several books, and one of my favorite books is Bud Not Buddy.
One of my favorite books that I read is Dealing with Dragons.
One of the books that I read is Ruby Holler.
One of the books I've read is Bridge to Terabithia. One of my favorite things about Battle of the Books is that I just get to answer all the questions.
One of my favorite things about Battle of the Books is that we get to play Book It.
One of my favorite things in Battle of the Books is when we get to play games on Book It.
My favorite thing about Battle Books is reading all the books, and there's a variety of choices.
I like reading the books and getting the information from them.
Thanks, Megan and Elizabeth, and congratulations to Ashley Parker, Avery Reed, Caleb Batal, Mary Hannah Smith, Skylar Symes, and Jason Byers. These students did an amazing job representing our school.
Our team placed 4th in the regional competition. It was a lot of fun, and I love to read. Thank you again to Megan and Elizabeth for leading our team.
Now it's time for our birthdays. Here it's Audrey Turner to tell us who to celebrate.
We have several birthdays to announce this week. 4th grader Sophia Whitmer has a birthday tomorrow, January 20th. 3rd grader Colton McDowell will celebrate his birthday Saturday, January 21st. K4 aide Mrs. Stonebrunner has a birthday Sunday, January 22nd. K5 friend Amelia Sanchez turns a year older Monday, January 23rd. 2nd grader Elise Prashad and Learning Difference teacher Mrs. Rodman will celebrate their birthdays Wednesday, January 25th. Happy birthday to you all.
Thanks, Audrey. Be sure to see your teachers for one of these really cool birthday pencils from your friends at Crusader Network News.
We mentioned Crusader basketball earlier in the show. We got caught up with our middle school girls team this past Friday to watch them play Southside Christian.
Here are some highlights from that game.
Hey Crusaders, I'm Miss Thompson.
And I'm Jackson.
And we're here at the Forest. And we're going to watch the middle school girls today. They're playing Southside. Jackson, what are we doing right now? We're warming up, we're shooting some shots, getting ready for the big game. These ladies have only lost, how many games did they lose? Just one loss for the season. So we're going to see if they can pull out another win tonight at the Forest. You excited?
Yeah.
Say go Crusaders!
Don't let him.
Break. She's coming across in. Right here, right here, right here, right here.
Hey Crusaders, it's halftime at the Forest. The score is 22-2.
These Crusaders are crushing it. We're so proud of them and cannot wait to see
job, girls. They're having an awesome season.
You can check out the schedule for all our games at firstprizeacademy.com. Come out and support our team.
Go Crusaders! Now it's time for Picture Ponder. Here's Ben Wyland with that report.
Each week on Picture Ponder, we will show you a portion of a picture and ask you to try to identify it. It will always be something you see around the school some point during the week. We want you to look at the picture and guess what you think it is. Here's the picture we showed you on the last week's show, and watch as we reveal the whole picture. We had a lot of great guesses this week. It was a cap on a chair that was hanging on the chair rack in the lunchroom. Several people said it was the chairs in the lunchroom or the chair rack in the lunchroom. But Dr. Graham is the only one who said it was the cap on a metal chair in the lunchroom. Now that's pretty specific. Congratulations, Dr. Graham. Good job. Now here's the picture for this week. Do you think you know what it is? Write your guess down on a piece of paper along with your name and turn it into Mrs. Seller's box in the office by January 23rd. Be sure to tell us what it is and where it is. Be as specific as possible. We'll reveal the whole picture on the next show. Happy hunting!
Thanks, Ben. I think I know what that picture is.
I'm not so sure.
Turn in your guesses by Monday, January 23rd.
It's time to hear about some special friends that we would like to lift up in prayer this week. Here's Juliana Duffy with our Awesome 8! Each week on Crusader Network News, we will lift up in prayer specific students and teachers. The Bible tells us to encourage one another and build one another up. One of the ways we can do that is through prayer. Here are our Awesome 8 students and teachers for this week. Second grader Zoe Schwab, K5 friend Weston Horn, first grader Everett Cohen, third grader Audrey Cutting, third grader Max Wilkinson, fourth grader Sophie Hamilton, lower school principal Dr. Graham, and fifth grader Mandy Waddell. Please post these names somewhere in your classroom to remind you who to pray for this week. We will give each of these students and teachers a cross keychain like this to put on your lunchbox or maybe your book bag to remind you how special you are to God and to us.
Thanks, Juliana. We're thankful to be able to encourage our friends through prayer. We're bringing crosses to you soon.
That's our show for today.
Remember to always try your best and do everything in a way that brings glory and honor to God.
Thanks for watching.
We'll see you next week.
Bye!